Shalom Aleichem, everybody. This is Reb Cohen bringing you an inspiring and relevant word on the Torah portion of the week. This week's Parsha, Vayakhel. Moshe comes down on Yom Kippur, brings the second set of tablets, gathers the people together, and gives them the instruction on the Mishkan, the dwelling. So we see here is the repetition of the entire dwelling that was said already in Parshas Truma. And actually we have 5 times in the Torah that it's repeated. So the obvious answer is that why repeat it so much? It's obviously dear and very cherished to God. The underlying thought, bottom line, is God wants a home. God wants to dwell with us more than we probably want a relationship with Him. The interesting thing is there was a switch in order. See, earlier on in Parshat Truma, so it brought down the vessels and then the tent, and then here it's the tent and then the vessels. So there's a midrash which says that there was an argument between Betzalel and Moshe. Right? Moshe says build the tent and then the vessels, and Betzalel goes no, vessels and then tent. So, but there was an underlying thought in terms of a person's development, his process, which is really the underlying theme about their argument. You see, because the Mishkan represents the body, the person's actions, his external parts, as opposed to the vessels, which represents the person's internal parts. More specifically, the Ark of the Covenant, where the tablets rested, the Torah. So the idea of Moshe Rabbeinu, he's coming from where he's coming from. He sanctified all of his limbs first, and then he got the Torah. Worked on himself till 80 years old was the incident at the burning bush. But Betzalel, on the other hand, 13 years old, had an unbelievable revelation, understood all of the work of creation, and was able to weave this Mishkan. So Betzalel held, not like Moshe, he said, no, you have to learn Torah first, and then learning that Torah will expand to the rest of the person's body and actions, and he becomes the Mishkan that way. As opposed to Moshe felt that, no, you had to sanctify the limbs of your body and your actions, and then you can get the Torah. So in the end, Moshe Rabbeinu agreed with Betzalel. So the bottom line is, we have to understand, we have to really deeply incorporate it into our hearts that how much God wants to dwell with us. And the other idea here is the Torah. We have to learn the Torah, and through the learning of the Torah, commit to learning Torah sometime in your day, then that will have an effect and sanctify the rest of our body, our limbs, and our actions. Good Shabbos.